Welcome to Real Estate IQ Wisdom for Smart Moves. Featuring Sean Grovier, a seasoned loan officer from Golden One Credit Union.
So Sean, how does Silicon Valley real estate market impacts first-time homebuyers?
Well, that's a good question. First of all, we should sort of identify first-time homebuyer. Technically, that sounds like somebody that's never bought a home before, a first-time homebuyer, which obviously is correct. But as far as lending is concerned, anyone that has not owned a home for the previous 3 years is considered a first-time home buyer.
I see.
So you could have owned a home, sold it, and then been renting someplace or living elsewhere, someplace else, renting, come back to that same area or having never left and buy a new home. As long as you didn't own a home the last 3 years, you're considered a first-time home buyer.
Okay.
So there's kind of a difference there between those two types of people, one that's never bought a home before and one that may have owned a home, sold it, and then had some substantial amount of money ready for a down payment.
Okay.
So getting back to the question, Silicon Valley, very expensive area with the median home price being, I believe, right around just below $1.5 million and the average being just above $1.5 million. Having or being able to save that amount of money plus the amount that is needed for what we call the reserve requirement can be very arduous for somebody that's never owned a home before, that has only been renting, because rents are not cheap either. So the impact, the Silicon Valley, the pricing, number one, is really probably the biggest impact on it. Of recent rates as well. So although rents are high, with interest rates increasing the way they have, I mean, they've gone up, more than double in the last 12 months. That has had a very bad effect on the monthly payment. So being able to make that payment for the new houses, because houses are also going up.
Right.
So all of that is impacting first-time home buyers. Luckily, people in this area, generally, especially in the high-tech area, make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. The income is good. But the overall impact of Silicon Valley itself would simply be the pricing.
Check the full episode on our YouTube channel and on Apple Podcast.